my audience's point of view, obviously Cognito IQ generally very, very strong when it comes to analytics and the mobile and various elements, number of different strings to their bow as well. Just to kind of bring this full circle to the field service audience as well, bear in mind we have that more horizontal audience. Talk to me a little bit about the roles that they're playing with you in terms of that mobility or analytics piece and exactly where that's coming from.
So with the team at Cognito, and they've been with the integral technology journey for about 5 years with them. What we wanted was not just an app, and the app's great, but to a point, an app's an app, and John and the team at Cognito would say the same. And it's very malleable, and they're able to meet then a number of customers' needs. But we wanted something that had great coverage, that would meet the needs for initially engineering, but would have some flexibility on doing other things. But the metrics that come back, and this is kind of where we've looked at gamification, we've got it at the center where they have a performance analytic, which is AI driven, and then it can start driving our control teams and the operatives in the field with various pre-calculated nudges. It does measurement and push to try and indicate jeopardy, and then it looks for opportunity. And the beauty of looking for opportunity is going to try and tell you to get to another job. Over and above that, the sort of switching on of the customer notification service means that the customers start to get this live feed. So it gets the customer get the transparency they need that gives them that level of control, that identifies who the engineer is, when they're coming, when they're inbound, where they are on a map. And then over and above the work being finished, we can also then do our sort of post-closure. The client can go back on and have a little think and say, well, how good was the service? So how good was interacting with, I don't know, Bob or Jane, whoever turned up? How good was the job? Would you use it again? Have you got any comments? Well, that's incredibly powerful kind of net promoter score information that we want to get back by job, because that will give us trends. And the way then that the Cognito engine works behind it, it's constantly then showing us trends, and it's giving us the indication of where to focus on a constant improvement program. Now, nationally, we've only had it working for about 4 weeks now, because we did an upgrade to Maximo, to the latest version, and then we changed the way it's all connected together using some calling enterprise service bus. So we end up with this modularized plug-and-play ecosystem, and Cognito is a major part of it. We've got 2 other bits now we're in development with, where the kind of on-demand end-to-end, we're kind of experimenting with how that product could work, not just here, but largely globally. And we're looking at the other component is how do we now take what the performance analytics do and push it all the way out to the operative with gamification. So Toby, one of the engineers there, has kind of been tasked with how we can look at tokening, how we can do that encouragement. So over and above the nudges that we give at the moment, showing jeopardy and opportunity, it gives them a really interactive experience that drives performance. And the beauty of the Cognito team is, you know, they still very much act like a day one company. They think and act really, really quickly. So very, very responsive when asked. But much better than that is John, who we deal with there, is constantly coming to us with other thoughts and ideas that we can do this with you. And coming to your point about understanding the client, giving them flexibility and rapidity. The way Lauren's got the team set there, that they are trying to think for us all the time. So really, really engaging. And that's what we want. You know, we don't have the monopoly on good ideas. We're a big corporate, but sometimes it is a company that's not as embedded that will think differently, act differently, and see some of our problems differently for us. So yeah, I mean, Cognito IQ they are a modern day solutioneer, and they are constantly working with us to try and improve ops. And I think they are with all of their clients. And they've had some really impressive performances with, I mean, they're the engine behind Hermes, and they work with Konica Minolta around the world. So yeah, our relationship with them is quite close, and they're a key part of our technology journey.